Let's talk about the objectives of artificial intelligence and how should you measure the governance effectively. You need to ensure that any project that you do has the purpose and the objectives, and also a way how you would measure that it is able to meet the purpose and the basic objectives. Welcome to my YouTube channel where you regularly see new content on data privacy and on artificial intelligence. We are talking about AI objectives and measuring their effectiveness. Policies are created. It's important to have them. But they're just for giving a direction. Policy is an overall view of how does the organization looks at artificial intelligence and where does the organization going to use to get a result out of it, what kind of output out of it. So you should have a policy, no doubt about it. But then you need to define the outcomes. What service, what result are you expecting out of the AI tools? What are the objectives, individual objectives that you want? You need to make them measurable and connect the policy to actions. That's the most important thing. You need to connect the policy to actions. And actions and activities would define that, okay, this is my vision. This is how I want to use artificial intelligence. These are the tools I'm deploying. And then I'm doing this to achieve this outcome. These are the actions that I'm going to take to try and achieve that. What makes a useful AI objective is the relevance of the objective. Just creating and saying I have an objective, I have these 5 objectives, no, it does not. What is the relevance of it? Why this as an objective? You want AI to be 100% successful? Good. But that's not the objective. It looks like more of a goal. You say, I want to ensure that all my team members can use AI effectively and I'll train them regularly for that. Right? So if they can use it effectively and efficiently, and you make sure that you are training and governing them regularly, you meet your objective. Right? So define an objective that has something to do with your overall utilization and meeting your policy requirements. Measure these parameters, at least the ones that can be practical. Are your team members able to achieve what you wanted them to? Monitor them, communicate these, and update them as and when it is required. So be sure on creating clear objectives, relevant to the purpose, measurable wherever the purpose or the parameters are practical to be measured, monitor them regularly, communicate them to people regularly, and update them whenever updating them is required. Plan how to achieve each of those objectives. What will be done? What resources are needed to perform or to achieve these objectives? Who owns these objectives? It's very important. Who owns these objectives? When will this happen? When will the objective or the activity be actually executed and what outcome is expected, and how would we be sure that we are able to achieve what we thought? So how are the results going to be evaluated? Measure the outcomes, not the activity. And you need to understand whether those activities result into the outcomes that you desired. Activity is not effectiveness. Outcome defines your effectiveness. Look beyond completion. Measure useful outcomes. Combine your indicators and see are they really making some sense, and avoid any vanity related matrices. Vanity related matrices need to be clear to you. Build a small useful scorecard. What is the governance coverage? What is the risk treatment? What are the incidents and exceptions that are happening? Are there gaps because you are seeing incidents? Why are you required to create exceptions? How do you bridge them? How do you increase your capability and capacities? What are the objectives of your artificial intelligence tools? And are, well, maybe you're not able to meet them the way you wanted them, or extent you wanted them to meet. Key takeaways: turn your policies into objectives. Measure wherever they are practical. Assign ownership to respective people to ensure that they are delivering, adhering, monitoring, and governing policies. Focus on the outcomes and use these matrices for decision making. I hope you like the content of the video. Please press the bell and the like icon, subscribe to my channel, and share your feedback in the comment section. Thank you.